It's the Caitlin MTG Show.
I'm a Stoneforge Mystic. Folk out of this pack. Nothing wrong with Tarn, especially if you like forcing blue. Oh, those keys though. Glimmerland's technically equipment for Stoneforge, but it's one of the weakest equipments. Perhaps the weakest equipment in the cube. I'm gonna take Athari here. Ancient Tomb plays really well in the Stoneforge Mystic decks. So I would take Ancient Tomb over Blade Splicer if Athari wasn't in the pack. Dumb bird. Oh, GG's, Eric. Yeah, very easy to forget about Leveler. Very easy to forget about Leveler for sure. Good luck in your future drafts. And thanks for the match. This is the second draft of the day, Sticky Toe. I'm gonna grab this Arid Mesa, huh? Seems to be our position when you pick the early Athari. Oh, I love that Heencock. The biggest reward. Your deck's gonna be so consistent. Nice. Yeah, I was wondering if Timeless Dragon would be solid. I have it in my cube, Timeless Dragon. Been really enjoying the other land cyclers, and Timeless Dragon is one that's shown up in Legacy. Like, still sees Legacy play. Anytime a card sees Legacy play, I think it's interesting for Vintage Cube. So I'm excited to try that one out. Greaves is technically something you can get with Stoneforge Mystic. I really only like Greaves with Hero Blade Hold, though, in White Weenie. Like, some of our top-end threats are going to have haste anyway. The more efficient threats aren't that valuable to give haste to. So here I'm looking at a Braid. I'm looking at Containment Priest. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the Containment Priest. Doesn't interact with Eternalize, right? Yeah, you're making a token. Mother of Runes. Yeah, let's go. Shutdown's a good card, but it tends to wheel. It wheels like a lot. And it is clunky. It's a clunky card. Is it Wimpy in Vintage Cube? I don't know if Wimpy's the right word. 4 cards and some 1/1 counters. Can be quite strong. This is kind of a hard pack. Depending on how our curve ends up, Talisman could be really good. Garden is a dual land for the Timeless Dragon and the Arid Mesa to grab. And Smuggler's Copter is just good. I'm going to take the Copter. And then Adeline out of this pack. A little Bone G. A little bone. Bone down. Bone Crusher Giant was my nickname in high school. Yours was Hey Nerd. Hell yeah, Two-Tone Terran. That is also what I want for Christmas. I guess we grab the Grimmer Lens now. Interesting, Captain Rats. Interesting. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, the double red on Glorybringer right now. Red is like a really light splash. I'm gonna spec out Enlightened Tutor. So I don't think we're gonna be going for like the infinite mana sort of Enlightened Tutor. But if we open a Soul Ring, if we open Nurza's Saga, and we build towards those things. Turn 2 Soul Ring's still really good. Really like Enlightened Tutor in those decks. Add some consistency to your explosiveness. Nothing wrong with taking the Glorybringer there, of course. Yeah, maybe Blade Scrams. I mean, maybe comic books were always popular. The depiction in media of, like, someone getting picked on for buying a comic book is just very alien to my experience with comic books. So we're a little light on early plays. So Usher's not bad. This is not the sort of pick we were looking for. Not the ideal sort of pack here. I'm actually going to take the One Ring and throw it in my sideboard. And then if we play a control deck, I'll board it in. And this Usher is going to wheel for me because white's felt really open. I don't think they were ever uncool Hierophant. I think anyone that like tried to bully someone over reading a comic book was the one like compensating for being a super loser, right? Like, weren't nerds reading like actual books? Aren't comic books more accessible for people that like pictures? Like, what is the nerdy thing about this? I'm gonna grab Fractured in case of a splash. The Timeless Dragon might really help with the splash. Like, here's a Rafine's Tower already. Yeah, let's be Jeskai. There's a Batterskull for Stoneforge Mystic, but Fractured Identity is better than Batterskull. Might win us more games. And maybe I play the One Ring if we have Fractured. Let's like commit to being a little bit more controlling. Thinking about this Heart of Kieran. Thinking about Fiery Confluence. Thinking about Fire Islet. Fire Islet's good. Let's grab that actually. Into Foundry. Perfect. Some quality mana pickups. Yeah, right, Tombstone. I mean, it gives people like escapism, and like comic books were like targeted towards teens, and like teens very often feel isolated and picked upon and stuff because they're like constantly picking on each other, right? But it's not like some niche subgenre of person that's having a rough time in high school. This one unique person type. This is what high school is. Even some of the so-called popular folks end up having that experience, feeling very alone and resented and what have you. Yeah, Solitude's an excellent fucking pickup. I love this. One of the best cards in the cube. Solitude. I'm not a developer on the Bazaar, GMAC. A lot of those developers were based in the Ukraine. You could go ask them. Maybe you can have some empathy for a delay for a game that was being developed in what is now a war zone. I don't know. That's up to you, though. But yeah, I have no control over its development, and I do not know what its current release schedule is. There are probably other places that you could go look that up, though. Hey, the Usher wheel, look at that. The wheeling Skull Clamp. Skull Clamp a little bit less likely to wheel than that Usher. Quite a bit less likely. I dig this Arc Trail wheel. Love that card. I hope this Timeless Dragon performs. Makes me feel a lot better about that Fractured Identity splash, right? Just like one more blue source. While also not decreasing our threat base. The Batterskull wheel. Okay. Alright. We are officially chonky Jeskai. A lot of life gain too, right? Between Solitude, Batterskull, and Thari. Flicker Wisp is so good. Here? You like Flicker Wisp here? Card's okay. Getting all the wheels that I wanted. Yeah, you're fine, G-Man gets you. I just get like that same comment constantly, and like I don't control the scroll wheel or I'm not involved with the development. It's wearying. It's wearying. I'm gonna grab the deck out of this pack. The Mox Diamond's tempting to me. I'm gonna take this deck. Excellent card to splash for him. Oliphant, Wedding Announcement are also good cards. I don't think there's a chance the Mox Diamond wheels. We saw Thopter Foundry in pack 1, I think. I wasn't interested in it then, but now that we're like splashing blue for Fractured, it'd be like pretty cool, and Stoneforge Mystic could get the Sword of the Meek. That'd be a really nice little sub combo. Also really good with One Ring, huh? Thopter Sword life gain. So I don't think we're in Urza's Saga deck. We just don't have the artifacts for it at this stage. You don't need like a ton for Urza Saga. Like you could play Urza Saga, and then so long as you had like a couple of things to go grab with it, just be like fine with your uncounterable 3/3s that take the form of a land drop. But we're not there, right? We have 0 things to grab with it. And we're into pack 3 already. And there's other options in the pack. I'm looking at Council's Judgment. I'm looking at Seachrome Coast. One issue with Seachrome Coast in this style of deck is that it does come into play tapped in the later turns. And we do have like a pretty chonky late game. I don't think the double blue on Mana Drain is going to be great here. I might miss it, though. I might miss it after I pass it. I'll just take the Judgment. Yeah, I don't like any of this. Tundra's a hot one. I like the Path, too. But we've got Solitude, Council's Judgment, Oust. These burn spells, touch. We're pretty good on removal. We can take the Tundra. Interesting pack. Aether Spellbomb as a Saga option would have been sweet if we'd been in that direction. I'm looking at Bolt. I'm looking at Hallowed Fountain. Our blue mana is doing like really well already, though, right? We have 4 sources plus the lane cycle from Timeless. It's like 5 sources for 2 cards. Our playable count is also really good, though, for like Bolt versus Hallowed Fountain here. I'll take the damn Bolt, but Breya's Apprentice wouldn't have been bad either. I'll take this beach thing. Yeah, I'm excited about Doomsday. This is obviously not the draft for it, but I'm excited about it. This card's actually fucked up. Snowballs real quickly. Cool. I think Gideon's probably better in this deck than Hero. Oliphant and Wedding Announcement Wheel, so we kind of have to choose. Just get Sacred Foundry. I think I'm good. Yeah, I got some cuts to make. The Timeless Dragon's actually a 2-drop, a 4-drop, and a 5-drop. On the Batter Skull's a Stoneforge Mystic grab. I think I'm supposed to keep Glimmer Lens for the as a backup Stoneforge Mystic. It is like by far our worst card to draw naturally. I've kind of liked having Containment Priest as a main deck hoser for random things. It's cute with the touch too. Make it a 2-mana removal. Mary Cube Miss Ravens. I think I'm gonna cut the Selfless Spirit. I wonder if Lion Sash is better than Glimmer Lens. The Soulscar Mage is kind of cute with our burn spells. I'm not cutting all of these Red Fair. These are what I'm pulling aside as options for cutting. They're not all getting cut. There's gonna be plenty of stuff for the Smuggler's Copter. With 8 lands here, we need like 2 more. Lauren's good. I think I prefer Grim Lavamancer. I'm gonna grab Spellbomb for the sideboard. I don't think I'm gonna have room for Breya's Apprentice. I do like that card. Maybe I have to sideboard Arc Trail. The Bone Crusher Giant is a 2-mana burn spell too. Lavamancer's doing kind of something similar to the Arc Trail. Oh, we get 1 more card, sorry. I'm gonna main deck the Containment Priest. Although, yeah, no, I should have the Sash, or either the Sash or the Glimmer Lens. Because then Stoneforge Mystic can tutor something to pitch to Solitude. It's kind of cute. I'm really not sure which of them I like better between the Lens and the Sash. Why couldn't? They both crew copter. You think Sash is good all the time? I think it's like extremely clunky in a deck that I don't think is going to have like a ton of mana to spend very often. So the opposite, and the opposite of what you think. They want me to have 6 red sources. Eight's probably fine. So we're gonna turn 1 Usher, and then if we don't have to oust on turn 2 or whatever, we can bin Timeless Dragon, go get Sacred Foundry. I believe so. It says PVD. I mean, 2 and 1 Sputter Coder. We never drew 4th. That's not true. We drew it once when it was irrelevant, but our opponent scooped before we played it. Channeled into Emrakul once. One was Sneak Attack once. No, I'm not boasting here. I need red mana. Why would I make a 1/1 when I can get a Sacred Foundry and play like these awesome red cards? Why would you consider boasting there? Is my question for you. Boast is great when you have nothing better to do. Opponent just tutored for mana drain. That is going to be quite good against my hand here. We could shock and get in with Usher, and I kind of just like playing this giant. Just get some pressure down before they have mana drain up. Sure. And this is kind of why this card saw slash C's legacy play. Your opponent's got a daze. You're just like, yeah, all right. I've got a dragon. That's a bummer for me. Huge bummer. Dislike. And then I'm going to finally give them something to drain here. Now that they have 1 card left in hand. 1 non-drain card. I want to play this Athari, and I also want to play this One Ring. If we play the Athari, they parallax both, and then if we got a sweeper, I get real dicked up. I think I'm supposed to One Ring here. Is this Monarch? It's sort of Monarch. Oh, right, it taps for mana. Well, the Athari would have gotten countered too. Like, if you hit it, like, you get it, and then it comes into play, and you get to draw 3 cards and all that stuff. Yeah, silly me. I was like, yes, they've tapped out. Weird fucking card. Good news is, Athari's got haste. Might get to snag it next turn. If I get it next turn, huh? Mystic Forge might mean that I don't. Yeah, you draw fucking 3 cards and you get the 3 mana untapped. So it's like a recall, and a Black Lotus stapled together. And then does the Monarch thing where whoever hits the person gets it. Kind of wish I'd used Bolt on the Nettle Cyst earlier instead of Oust. Just not going to be able to kill this Germ now. Opponent's not equipping Nettle Cyst. Might be leaving 5 mana up for that 5 mana counter. Hopefully not. Kind of got to play this Athari. We connecting? That happening? Wow, they didn't block the Rebel token either. Wow. That's fucking sick. Now I gotta figure out what to fucking do here, right? I could braid this Batter Skull because they don't have 3 mana. But is the Mystic Forge scary? I think we do this while the getting's good. Is it... Most vintage cubes are very similar, Hugaba. Just like down the line. This cube doesn't have the initiative stuff, and it doesn't have Auric Salvagers. It does have Doomsday combo, and it does have Valakut. Awesome. No, there's no Heliod in here either. No Heliod, no Triskelion. Yeah, the opponent needed like one more thing, huh? They needed like another counter or another removal spell or something. This is an autoplay that YouTube just decided to play for some reason, but I'm actually digging this track a lot. I'm gonna add this one to my playlist, but now I have to like track it down. This is Inner Animal from Hotline Miami. I don't think the Spellbomb's good enough. I don't think it's better than Bolt even now. That is kind of what I'm thinking about here, though. It's like my one real consideration. Containment Priest can stop you from playing artifact creatures off the top of your library, but they didn't really show us any of that, right? They just showed us equipment. Oh, come on. Oh, fair enough, Meat Locker. It's no Gravedigger's Cage. Mother of Runes might be bad. I guess it's good against germs. Kind of hate bidding the Athari here. Whenever someone says not like this, I think of the Matrix scene. Is that why people started saying it? No second land? I can beat a 1-land aim. Very rare that I attack with Mother of Runes, but we saw 0 removal spells last game. Wedding Announcement is good too, but we really just want to kill them dead, and Adeline does it the fastest. No. Fair enough. Judgment the Talisman. I mean, I would touch the Talisman if I was going to burn a removal spell on it. But no, absolutely not. Fucking kill them. They have better artifacts than a Talisman. Odds are, if they kept a 1-lander, their hand's like full of this shit, right? And then you're just like treading water, letting them draw out of there. Hit more land drops, play more things out, and just kill them. If they play something good, like kill that. And gotta have a real good reason before you start pointing removal spells at talismans. That's a better reason. I don't know, Twitch chat. I think that is one that I would not have put in the cube. I'm not really sure why it's in. But who knows? Maybe it'll do something. Might be a fun one for Recurring Nightmare. What kind of things can you do with an Astral Dragon? Are you talking about the thing that like copies 3 things? It can go infinite with Parallax Wave. That's one I would not have brought in either. I mean, I could see bringing it in. It's a very cool card. I've seen it do cool things in cubes before. But I wouldn't have cut the Worm Maker. The Worm Maker was like the whole reason that Flash was good, basically. And this dragon is not as good with it. Like 3/3/3s is so much worse than 3/5/5s in terms of killing somebody. Like you've got a 3+ turn clock instead of, you know, someone's probably dying to your 15 power of trample very quickly. It was like the best thing to do with Flash, and they cut it to bring that weird dragon in. Gruff's a beating with Flash. Hey, that's fair. Yeah, maybe that'll help replace it. I think they got uploaded to TC Dex, Sean. I'm not sure. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I think I'm supposed to play a removal spell here, and then they mana drain it, and they rebuy Nettle Cyst, and then play another removal spell. I could play Glimmer Lens and see if that eats a counter. I don't think it will, though. That's just resolving, huh? Maybe they have a bounce spell to get it back. Well, the human token should be serving. Into the Spellseeker. Right, Princess Titania. I just haven't been very impressed with Flash with the 9-drop, right? Like make 3/3/3s. I've seen that lose the race way more often than I've seen the worm lose the race, which happened a few times, but it happened because the opponent played like multiple removal spells. And I've seen the Flash into 3/3/3s, one with flying, one with vigilance, one with trampler, whatever. I've seen that get bricked a lot. It is a big difference that all of them have flying, though. You're not wrong about that. Maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe it'll be sweet. Yeah, you don't keep the dragon if you flash it in. My brain's not really there right now, German Jerry Oak. Sorry. People are asking me, like, about the finer points of this cube. I'm, like, in the middle of this draft. I just talked about Alpha Cube for quite a lot. quite a bit. 2 weeks straight, basically. So Consul's Judgment's definitely going to get a mana drain. But maybe we untap and hit the land for Fractured. Maybe I don't want to mess with that until I have the 5th land. That's probably alright. That's kind of going to be the question, Janu Taktai. I'll discuss stuff every once in a while, but I can't spend the entire evening doing an analysis. Cube comparisons. I've done so much of that. Over the last month. I did a walkthrough of the differences between the Alpha Frog and the Vintage Cube. I talked about all the differences before we even got to drafting. Went over all the changes to this cube. So much. The difference between this cube and the 2008 financial crisis. I'm glad you brought that up. Actually very similar experiences. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Kevin, thanks for the sob, thanks for 6 months. Would I rather have robot arms or robot legs? I would let the robot keep their legs. Yeah, I have no use for those. Opponent's got a lot of mana, 1 card in hand. Thought it was going to be some X-Spell at first. Battlesphere makes sense. Battlesphere also dodges Mother Runes pretty cleanly. This is a spot where I wonder if I should have waited on the Council's Judgment. Made them keep holding a mana drain for a bit more. Or we could just rip. The Battlesphere sure looks better on my side of the board, right? With my Anthem. Why did I tap so I can't play Lavamancer? Great. Good job, Caleb. Kind of a terrible present, Miracle Beam. Not playing an irrelevant Grim Lavamancer a turn slower. How will I survive? We could actually trade with this Battlesphere, but I don't want to. Because I want it for my Fractured, right? What artifact from Magic would I like to own IRL? I don't know, probably something that spits out treasure. Gold! Gold! Alright, let's see if they got a counter for me. If they do, this game's gonna be a lot harder. Could draw a card here, serving with the human token. And then just like give the token pro black or whatever when they block. I think I'm cool with this though. Cool. Good start to the league, huh? Oh, it's a tricky one, Heencock, when you're doing like a ton of like time walk recursion and stuff. Yeah, it certainly uses your clock hum. And the old mental juice. The old brain drippings. Play my City of Brass turn 1. Nice PBD. That's the good shit right there. Yeah, I didn't get to do it the entire last cube, the entire Alpha Frog cube. I never pulled off Hull Breacher Wheel, and neither did any of my opponents, I don't think. Maybe one of them. What came up more often was that when I was playing my Draw 7 decks, I had to make sure that I had a removal spell when I played my wheel, so I didn't get got. No Force of Will, please. God damn it. Sea Shark was a Caleb suggestion. I'm sure other folks suggested it too. Back when Ryan Spain came in. Yeah. I think it's just Adeline Pass here. So I deserve this beating it's going to give me? Then yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I deserve this. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, your PDs, thanks to the sub, thanks to the 47 months. Well, might as well. See if they're out of counters yet. Oh my god. Actual force of will. That's gonna make a goddamn 5/5. I'm gonna like finally kill this shark. And they're just gonna have like a 5/5 and a 3/3 out of it. Like I need to use Bone Crusher Giant plus Lavamancer to kill it next turn. And then we just get beaten the fuck down. They've only had 2 lands too. I still have time to activate all this because like 2 of their counters were free. Brutal. Amazing debut. You solved it. It's turn 6. They finally have their white source. I'm still like super behind on board. I think my best rip here would be Dak, right? Or Thari. Thari would be fucking nuts. Solitude wasn't bad. They had the turn 1 City of Brass. How much damage is it dealt to me? Like 5 or something? 5 or 6? Oh my god, we drew both of our stupid equipments. I'm playing this terrible Glimmer Lens to be like a backup hit. And I drew it and the Better Skull. Let's draw a card before we do anything else. Hell yeah. Don't think we need to trade off Grim Lavamancer or anything. It's always weirdly tempting for me to just like snap, make an emblem with this Gideon. Mana Vault's starting to hurt them. Hell yeah, there's so much love. Well done. How many Tri-Lands were in your domain deck? If you remember offhand. That's very exciting. New cards showing up. Okay. 3 fetches, 2 Tri-Lands, and Ren 6. Nice. Yeah, that sounds sick. I did no name. Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 days ago. It was like the first day that the change was announced. I start off playing 3 rounds of a previous deck. So you want to jump like an hour into the VODs to see if you have the right one. That's exciting. If you find it, share me the link, please. I've had a bunch of people asking. Hard thing for me to root around for while I'm streaming. What's up, Dogzillo? How do you feel about Fractured on Staff? Is that too wimpy? I feel like I should chill on this Fractured Identity. I'm like very tempted by this staff, but I feel like it's a card I should chill on here. Just bounce Gideon there. I end up losing loyalty off the Gideon. You're right, I could have gotten another 2/2. The game was sweet eventually. I like the part where we got to resolve things. It is indeed the best time of the year. Hey, thanks, No Name. Yeah, it's just a first impressions, so it's not something that I want to like put on the YouTube or share on Twitter or whatever. But I certainly don't mind sharing if people are curious about it. And you timestamped it for me? Oh, shit, what up? Hey, DanceMan9, thanks for the resub, thanks for 36 months. Happy Cubicatal! Absolutely. No Name, I'm gonna throw a mod ship at your way. You can remove it if you don't feel like doing a mod anything, and you can be a mod and not do anything, that'd be fine too. If you want to do mod stuff, you can do that as well. You now have the power, the privilege. Hey, Mize Elemental, thanks for the sub, thanks for sharing that Prime. And there's a mod section in the Discord if you want to get caught up. If you feel like it, there's really, really no pressure. Truly. I had to figure out how to add commands real quick. I always forget the fucking... Looking up the command list here. Oh, you already did, Goody Phil? What was it? Oh, just Cube Thoughts. Cool, cool, cool. I'll just put that in the stream title, and then I'll remove it in a day or two. Sweet. Zoom in on Tyre. I feel like you might be biased here. Once again, mulling away Athari. The Stoneforge Mystic looks a little bit better than our last one, The Turn 1 Mana Vault. Turn 1 Mana Vault ended up being kind of a double-edged sword. Last game. Oh shit, what up? Hey, No Name 1101. Thanks for converting from a Prime sub to a regular sub. Appreciate the sub. Sub. Yeah, I like leading on Copter. The idea being that if people aren't land next turn, at least we're like getting to loot in, with Stoneforge Mystic crewing. Getting dazed is fine too. We're eating a mana leak now. We are. Excuse me. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Chazy Bread, thanks for the sub, thanks for 5 months. And Fluvj, thanks for 11 months. Thanks for sharing that Prime. Bless me? Yeah. Hailstan. May Satan take the soul essence from my snot and preserve it. That's why people say bless you, right? So the soul goes back in your body. Most ridiculous shit. I think I'm not ousting this token. It's a bit of a bummer, because we got this, like, removal that's not doing much else than killing a 2/2. You like that the soul lives in the snot? Yeah, right? Hey, thanks for the bits there, Bleak. I'm just getting blessed all the time. What's doing the blessing, Been trying to find something else to say forever. I like Hail Satan. That's good. What's wrong with Satan take your snot? What's wrong with that one? I think it's gonna catch on. Hey, came into 18, thanks for the sub, thanks for 52 months. And Brown Dog MTG, thanks for the sub, thanks for sharing the Prime. Hell yeah. You teach in the public sector? Well, kids need to learn about the science of soul burgers. They need to learn about the science at some point. You can't just be hoarding all that good science. Hail Sneezer? Ooh, that's good. Might steal that. Probably should have just traded with that fucking rebel token, huh? Oh, here we go. I like that, Daiko. Interesting. If I was them, I would have served. I thought about like cryptic tapping. I'm only at 7 over here. I might have to serve here anyway. Get my wedding card. This is on the Hotline Miami soundtrack? Fucking awesome. They've drawn their shark by now, right? That we ousted earlier. Yeah, I'm familiar. Call me Clint. That's why I recognized it. Ah, they're making a shark. I see. Going for the kill. If we get a blue source for this fractured identity, or maybe even timeless, or maybe even the dragon to tutor up a tundra. Yeah, if they have a counter for this, it's a little rough, I suppose. What a fucking swing, huh? What a fucking swing. The Solitude gets in this turn, so we go back to 7. Yeah, we just played both the best cards in our deck back to back there. With the Solitude and the Fractured Identity. I'm actually going to keep this hand and bin the Gideon. Keep the Bone Crusher Giant to like fill my early slots on my curve. You could also bin the Solitude with this hand. That'd be fine as well. Fractured Identity. One of the issues with Fractured Identity and Legacy is that people's curves are like constrained. They're tightened because of days stuff. So you're never getting something especially awesome. It's better to just like play a proactive threat. You can just like play your own Minsk and Boo, you know? That's always good instead of Fractured, which is like only good if your opponent has a thing. Some matchups your opponents aren't even playing things, right? Like some combo deck or whatever. Let's go get that Triome. Right now I'm kind of regretting bidding the Gideon with the opponent starting on library. You really want to pressure someone who's drawing with library. So going Giant into Gideon would have been solid. At least we're not losing value on this stomp, Mulligan against library is tough. The mulligan doesn't matter very much. Your opponent has infinite cards. 6 divided by infinite is the same number as 7 divided by infinite. It's not a it's not a thing where the mulligan becomes worse or what have you. It is now a matter of pressure. Can you kill them before their access to infinite cards overwhelms you? So I was saying I wanted that Gideon. Hell yeah, Lemonoppy. Yeah, that's thanks to my editor. I've also been really happy with him. Send him a Christmas bonus. we chopped the revenue down the middle. So I just send him a little bit more. A little tip. Something for the holidays. I think it's bullshit you can't tip your mail carrier. Not in anything real. You can do gift cards, though. I should do that this year. Apparently they get, like, a lot of Starbucks gift cards. Is this a fair fight all of a sudden? They can't accept 20 bucks or less in cash? Oh. Well, 20 bucks is about the right amount anyway. I thought they couldn't accept any cash anyway. They're able to accept a gift worth $20 or less. Yeah, you're incorrect. They cannot accept any cash, check, or cash equivalent. So you can give them a $20 gift card. And that's the max. He got cash and Xmas cards. Well, that was illegal. And I think I'm going to have to report your dad to the postal police. Oh, this fucking fractured identity is the best card in the world. Yeah, bake them away, toys. There's too much tipping as it is. Look, I'm not making you do shit, Mr. Monad. Whining about someone else talking about how they want to do a tip is weird on your part. It's another it's considered another word for a gift. Oh shit, what up? Hey you dude, thanks for the 90 months. Hell yeah, Crucial. This season's like the fucking worst for postal employees too. And the weather's always dog shit in Wisconsin. Just the stone worst. Yeah, I wonder if anyone else has played Shieldred with this One Ring card. Seems pretty good. They still have 7 cards. They just used a bunch of burn on their own Shieldred, and they're still at library. I don't think I'll leave up Lavamancer here. I think I just play this Glimmer Lens. Hopefully this Batter Skull does something. They just burned a Braid. Wub 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 wub. Fire Confluence would be good for sure. Even then, just like activate ring, draw another 4 cards. Our own 1 ring damage will start mattering if we don't find a source of life gain, like they did answer the Batter Skull and the Solitude. Then we'd need to find the Athari or something. That is a should, Potent Swag. We don't live in that society. Nice, Alejandro. Sounds chill AF. Opponent deep in the tank here. We've had a pretty sweet one going on so far. You missed me Fracture Identitying Shieldred, which is quite the card to Fracture Identity when you got a 1 ring going. Opponent's tanking. How do they answer my shit? Red MTG fetch. Right, first. I'm like really hoping my opponent plays something so I can fucking get off this terrible fucking conversation. It's never good. It's never enjoyable. It's always just like the worst fucking whining back and forth. The occasional good points just gets lost in the sludge. Almost everybody agrees we should do it like they do it in the rest of the world. That is the case for a lot of things. Doesn't make your point interesting. Hey, Tybalt, I'm gonna need you to stop flooding chat with more equally nonsense chat. You got the fondue pot? Yes! Love that draw aim. What pasta shape is best? Oh, finally. Finally a good topic conversation. I like tortellinis. I'm a fan of the tortellini. They like curl up into your spoon real nice. They're really easy to fork. You always know exactly what you're getting. And the shape of the tortellini makes it very easy to like roll in sauce and butter and stuff. It's perfect. I love me some raviolis, but still a smidge obnoxious. I kind of just want to Crocus bounce that. So I will. Bye. Perfect. I'm gonna leave this 1 ring at 3 for now. Tagliatelle or Oria Chieti? Alright, you're just making up words. Oh, that's like those thick egg noodles, the tagliatelle. Tagliatelle. Ravioli is a little obnoxious. I love ravioli, but like, it's hard to like evenly coat both sides. You kind of have to like manually flip each noodle. Yeah, so that's tagliatelle. And then there's Orich. Double C. Is that just shells? Why are you making up names? Why don't you just say shells? They're shells. Your fancy words. Cascatatelli. Oh, those are okay. They're specific shells? Like hell they are. I don't think we need to sideboard anything. Man, they had library going for forever. Yeah, we didn't see any like graveyard recursion for Hearse and stuff. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Jackalabon. Thanks for the 56 months. You like the rigatoni? Yeah, rigatoni's decent. They are not shells. They are basically a dimple. Though the word means inner ear. Yeah, they look like shells to me, friend. You think shells and bow ties are the worst? Oh, you're just wrong, Adamine. Yeah, you're super wrong, sorry. How'd I rate myself this year? Pretty good. Pretty good. I think my mood this year was, like, way better than last year. I think I made some improvements there. Mental health, social life, all that stuff. A little bit of course correction. And that makes the stream better, too. More pleasant, I'm sure. Spaghetti is best. Hard to argue with spaghetti. AC Drakes thinks the sub, thinks 57 months. So I got a question for y'all. You got this long-ass spaghetti. You got this tiny pot. Do you, like, put the noodles in and then, like, slowly push them down with a wooden spoon or some shit? Or do you just, like, crack them in half, dump it in, move about your day? What is your technique here? Snap that shit? Yeah. Never break it, all in all caps. Never. You should never consider breaking the pasta. Is there an Italian in your house? Like an actual Italian there to, like, berate you? Get a really wide pan, use that instead? No. You only have the one thing. These are the parameters. You can't make it a whole new thing. I've given you the parameters of the question. There's no way you're going to the store to buy a new pot. For this one pot of spaghetti. A long skinny pot. Get a pot that's like exactly the same size as like a thing of spaghetti. You just wait for it to fall in? Oh no, that's the worst. That's the worst answer. If you just wait, then like the stuff on top will still be crunchy. They'll cook it at different ends. The stuff on the top's gonna be so thick and crunchy. I'm thinking about whether I want to land cycle here or touch this hanger bank is why I'm kind of chilling. I think I want to get the hanger bank. Hey Dukowski, thanks for gifting 5 subs. Appreciate you. Congratulations to Music, to Kirchhoff, to Pavine, to Stackzilla, and to WubLogic. Let's do this right now, actually. Again, anyone suggesting something that is not either break the noodles or get them in the pot some way is ignoring the question and should thus be ignored. Timeouts for anyone suggesting getting a bigger pot. You are in a futuristic society. This is the one pot remaining. Dystopian society. Nuclear war has happened. You are living in your biodome. You have the world's last container of spaghetti. You have the world's last allotment of pasta. Get smaller noodles. That's what breaking them is. That's what breaking the spaghetti is. You now have smaller noodles. I'm gonna mark that one down for breaking spaghetti. I always feel guilty for breaking spaghetti, and I don't know why, but it's so much better than trying to fucking mash that shit down somehow. It doesn't make any sense. What's up, Bob? Land. Nice. Do you want a Gideon here, or do we just want to make a dragon? I kind of like the dragon plan. Let's Gideon. Let's Gideon for now. Get these tutus going. You want to cut the noodles with scissors? No. Breaking makes the noodles too small? It does not. I'm seriously going to start banning people who say get a bigger pot. Not possible. Not possible in this situation. Cooking in batches is better than cramming too much pasta in a small pot. It's not a matter of the amount of pasta. It's a matter of the length of the spaghetti, not immediately going underneath the water. Someone explain why it's bad to snap pasta. They have no answers. The only answer is then the spaghetti's not as long as I want it to be. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. It is pure preference. Hey, Mr. Crazy C, thanks for 43 months. With the same bigger pot with a sub message? I can't ban you for subbing. God damn it. Smaller pot. They got my Athari under this Valky. It's fucked up. I guess I'm supposed. Yeah, let's do the dragon. Let's stop dragging the dragon out. If the spaghetti is too short, then you can't Lady in the Tramp it. Finally, we have a good reason for not snapping the spaghetti. No snap of the spaghetti. Ruining those Lady in the Tramp moments. Am I supposed to play Glimmer Lens or activate Usher here? I don't know. I think probably play the Glimmer Lens. Well, I can like play a plus equip next turn. Yeah, let's activate. Are we flipping Valky? Is Valky getting in? Oh my god, Peacecraft sent me a novel. Peacecraft says, Caleb, the sucralose and organic glutamine chains in the formation of the pasta become exposed and cook unevenly once you break the floured barrier. Yeah. God damn it! I've been bullshitted. Who could have seen this coming? They're super dead, right? They need like a Fury or something here. Hey, Chemical, thanks for the 93 months. And we trophied! I would like to dedicate this trophy, this win, to everyone that said snap the pasta. And everyone that argued with snapping the pasta is a big poopy face. Yeah, and they don't get a trophy. It's not dedicated to them. Hey, Peacecraft, thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. Thanks for supporting the stream. Pasta snappers rejoice! All right, let's draft another one, huh?